you want to know what's inside?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Briefly.
So inside you have right here, this is your CD-ROM. Underneath this cooling fan is a CPU. Memory is supposed to go in here, but you can see that when it was donated, they took out the memory stick. And there should be a hard drive. The hard drive bracket is right here, but that's gone also. So in order to repair this, I'm going to have to find some memory that fits in this slot. Actually, no, sorry. The memory slot is right here. That fits in this slot, and it's not all the same. So we can't just pull out memory from random computers and insert it in here. Different computers will use different memory. And this one right here, what you'll see is that this is a regular size hard drive, which goes in most desktops, but I don't have any. So what I do have, and this is just memory stuff from that I pulled out of other computers. This is what a memory stick looks like. Okay. This is a hard drive for a laptop, because laptop hard drives are smaller. And since I don't have any regular size hard drives, they're about this size, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mount this little desktop, this laptop hard drive right here. And it still works, right?
Yeah.
So we improvise. The connectors will still connect and it'll still work. And you can see that's exactly what I did with that machine right there, is like this machine right here. And yesterday I did the same thing where I found a piece of memory that would fit in here from the spare memory there. And then I also mounted another laptop hard drive in here versus a regular size. And this one is formatting. It's taking a while. And that's some of the problems that I have here is we never know what's going to happen. So I'm trying to install Windows, and I can see that there's a problem right now. Oh look, just when we're talking. So it finally popped up. But I started this process last night, and then I got tired, and I went home. But this monitor came in yesterday, and this has been sitting around for a while. So now I just finished the installation process. Just wait. And it's really easy at this point, is we just check some boxes and we wait, and we just wait for it to install. But otherwise, the hardest part is waiting for the parts to get the correct parts. Like if I can't find the memory for this, then I just wait. I just put it back in that pile, and I wait until I find, maybe one day I will find a broken computer that uses the exact same memory. So it just goes back in that pile. But I try to keep everything organized. So I will put this back, put it back in the pile for later on when I actually work on it, so I don't lose anything. Because it's easy to lose screws and to lose parts. Did I lose another screw? Okay. that goes in here. And I'm very thankful that people have come to help me organize this, because without that, it makes this job just like that much harder. Is when I'm searching for things, because that's half the battle.
Could you take a moment to tell us about how you have arrived here, please?
I came here in 2017, and because I had gotten accepted to LSUS to do a master's degree in computer systems technology. So this fits in really well. Although it doesn't relate to my job, but I was on sabbatical, and they said that if I came here, then I could be a graduate assistant, and that means that my tuition would be waived. So I came, I got my degree, and then I found that there's a need. It was here. I've gotten to know a lot of people. I met you. And I met a lot of people here, so I thought I'd stay. So I bought a home here. And I just travel back and forth because I work in California. I teach in California, so I just travel back and forth now.
And you teach math, I think.
I teach math, so I do teach math at a community college in California. Here's a bunch of computers. I know that Makerspace had some old computers sitting there. So I'm here one day, and I walk in there. I'm like, hey, bunch of old laptops. Can we fix this and give it to somebody? And Demetrius says, yes, if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. So I sat here, I just set up a table and I grabbed all the laptops from the back and I started reformatting and fixing it. It was hard at first because this is not my job, right? So it took practice. Now I've gotten much better months later, but it took practice, and the first 5 laptops took me like a couple of days to do. And they were already, there was nothing to fix. It was just installing Windows that took the longest. So I did that, and then I gave away the first computer sometime in June. And then she told somebody else, and then they signed up. And then they told somebody else, and then they started signing up. I mean, I had thought, like, put out a form and then just document what's happening. So they signed up, and then all of a sudden, like, I thought, like, I'll give away 5-10 computers. There's 5-10 sitting there. I'll just give away that pile. And then it started flooding in. Like, as more people told more people, I started getting all these requests. And then that's when I said, oh my God, I've depleted that pile. Where do I get computers? So I started posting on Facebook about what I was doing. And people just, it's amazing. It was, this support just came in. People just like, I have something, I have mice, I have keyboards, I got an old laptop. And then more people told more people. And now I finished 50. No, I've delivered 52. If I delivered these today, we're going to be close to 60. Right? Wow. And it started in June. So wow. These computers that you see over here are computers that have already been repaired, and they're just sitting there for delivery. I was planning on doing that today. The one you see over there just got Windows installed on it. And then this one right here needs to be fixed. Yeah. But that's the process. And I'm just floored by the amount of people that have decided that they wanted to help. And people were just reaching out, messaging me, hey, I got all this stuff. And not only that, but people are telling other people, like when they encounter somebody that needs a computer, they direct them to the I know person that can get you one. Right? So they direct them to the form. And it's amazing because yesterday I dropped off a computer to a person, and she told me who had referred her, and it was somebody that I knew. And it was a funny story because the person had told her, it's going to take a while, but I promise you Amy will get it taken care of, and you will get your computer, but it's not going to be the next day. You're just going to have patience, but she'll take care of you. And when I delivered that computer, that's what the story she told me.